Good evening, I'm Donald Dickens with the BBC. Tonight I sat down with American rapper Camboi Smif, who's known for his hit songs Ripped My Urethra, Fat Butts in Whole Foods, No Bill Gates You May Not Microchip Me, and many more. Camboi is responsible for some of the most culturally significant albums of the 21st century. Camronavirus, the Bad Boy album, I Don't Feel Well, I Need Attention, just to name a few. I recently sat down with Camboi, and we chatted about a range of topics, from art to religion to love. All right, so Camboi, new single, new video coming out on Valentine's Day this year, Blood on the Mirror.
Yes.
Could you tell us a little about it?
Yes. First song I put out in about 3 years, and it's a very dynamic song, lots of emotion, lots of layers. To me, it is about reflections, and especially reflections in relationships. It's about the masks that we wear. It's about ego. It's about ego death and rebirth and redemption, really. Yeah. I'm very excited to put this one out, for sure.
As you're saying, it's been quite some time since you've put out new music. Your last album came out 3 years ago.
Yes.
Love Songs for Absolutely No One.
Yeah.
Bit tongue-in-cheek, no?
What do you mean?
Well, yeah, it was absolutely for someone.
Yes. Yes.
Tell us about her.
Her name is Ivy, and I loved her very much.
Do you miss her?
Yeah, I do.
Do you still love her?
I do. Yes.
Is there anything you'd like to say to her?
Which camera do I look into?
This one over my shoulder would probably be the best one.
All right. Ivy, if you are watching this, I just want you to know I love you very much, and if your life without me is the life you prefer, then I would be honored to give that to you, because your happiness matters more to me than anything. And I'm sorry for everything.
All right, let's change gears a little. Tell me, what's a moon girl?
A moon girl is a girl who loves the moon, and she has moon celebrations. She's typically into astrology and crystals. But yeah, every time there's a full moon, moon girls will, drag their picnic blankets out to the beach and bring their crystals along and have like full moon celebration ceremonies.
Yeah, sort of a hippie, I guess. How long has it been since your last relationship?
About 8 years.
What about Ivy?
Well, Ivy wasn't really a relationship. We hung out maybe 2 or 3 times. That I think folks would describe more as a situationship. There's no I love you back from her. There was no boyfriend, girlfriend labels or any of that. I would have loved that, but she
didn't want to label.
She was not into me like that.
That's kind of unrequited.
Yeah. For the most part, it was an unrequited thing, yes.
And nothing since then?
Nothing worth mentioning.
And I notice you have that cross on your neck now.
Yeah.
Christianity, is that a new thing with you?
I'd say this is an old thing for me. I'd say that this is a rebirth. This is a coming back to Christ. I was raised this way, and I left it at a very young age. I stopped believing, and somehow or another, God led me back to Him, and I am now a friend of Christ, rather than an enemy.
Didn't you release a song in 2018 titled "Fuck Jesus Christ"?
Could we not include that in this? Is there any way we can get that cut out?
What made... I'm a journalist. I think it's very fair to ask you that question about such a song.
It is. I'm not mad at you, but if you could just do me a favor, just cut this out.
Sure.
Because I've changed things up.
Okay.
That's not me anymore.
All right. Sure.
So,
Okay.
I just don't want to be associated with that older part of myself.
I get it. Let's change, let me try to rephrase in a way where we don't use this song. What made you change your tune?
I watched 21 Jump Street.
The film or the 80s television show with Johnny
The one
Depp?
with Channing Tatum.
Oh, I've not seen that. Jonah Hill too, right? Do you want to apologize to Jesus?
Yeah. Hello, Jesus. If you are watching this, I'm really sorry that I said the F word about you several years ago. It was to be funny, and back then I thought it was funny, but I have matured and grown since then as a result of surrendering my will to you and your Father, and now I don't think it's funny anymore, and I'm sorry for it.
All right. Wow. Moving on.
Please cut all of that out of there, though. All the stuff about
the whole apology,
everything between where you asked me about that music video,
yes,
and where you had me apologize. I'd rather just sweep that under the rug.
Shh. Oh, sure. No, I was not. I was just trying to. I don't know.
I'd rather leave the past in the past.
I'm not the only one who has made this connection, or made, seeing that, your past music and now your new Christian beliefs and all that shit. You know what I'm trying to say?
I hear you, and I'm sorry for raising my voice.
No, you're fine, Camboi. It's cool. All right.
Next question.
Let's move
please.
on. Read some lyrics. Religion. While we're talking about this, religion. In your Bad Boy album, you have a song, Corporate America is a Lie and a Scam.
Yes.
With the lyrics, I got a refined taste in tires for the Chevy. I'd rather join Al-Qaeda than have tires like your Chevy. But 72 virgins wouldn't be enough sex for me. You call me Ford 'cause I would F-150 of them.
Yes.
So would this mean perhaps a reasoning of why you've chosen Christianity over Islam?
It's definitely not the main reason, but it does factor in, yes.
You're known for your, dare I say, misogynistic lyrics, especially some of your lyrics, the overwhelming theme of misogyny.
Can you give me an example?
Yes, I can actually. Your song Sexual Attraction. You say, alright, no more fucking around. All this talk, it's like we're running around. I know you a woman, so I'm dumbing down. Girl, show me your hole. I'm a-coming it now.
Yeah, that's, I'll agree, that's misogynistic. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, well, some of your critics say that you make music for incels. Would you say that's true? Are you, do you make music for incels? Do you support that incel culture?
It's funny you bring up the Christian thing. I actually kind of look at myself as, like, I'm not an incel. I can't claim that label.
Of course.
But I do know that my music appeals to incels.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel that I do make art that community enjoys.
Yes.
And, part of me is touched by that because it does seem like a nice thing, even though they're looked down on, and we don't, as a society, don't favor those types.
Yes.
And we don't have much sympathy or empathy for them.
Yes.
It does feel nice to be making some art that even those guys can enjoy. And I feel like I am psychologically crucifying myself for the benefit of the incels, and maybe on a path of purpose here. Maybe what I'm doing is I'm making something that appeals to them, and then through my own development, setting an example as a role model. So maybe the path that I walk, if they were to walk as well, they could walk their way out of being an incel. And in a way, I think that makes me like the Jesus Christ of incels. And I'm happy to take that specific label. I want people to understand broadly. I want my whole image to be, I am the Jesus Christ of incels. I want to nail that into everybody's heads. Whenever you see me on the street, you point me out. You don't go, oh, Camboi, oh, Smut, oh, Cameron. You don't think that. No. You see me and you go, there goes the Jesus Christ of incels. That's what I want. So that's the whole reason I even agreed to do this shit, because otherwise, fuck the BBC. I can't stand this network. Right. You guys are a bunch of lib cucks.
Yeah. All right.
I can't believe I just fucking said. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
We're almost done here, Camboi. I know that I could use a drink. So let's maybe switch something a little bit lighter here.
Yes, please.
We broke a story yesterday. We got footage of Drake's penis. Have you seen it?
Yes. And oh my God, it's incredible. Looks like a big wet worm.
Yeah.
I would just love to get my mouth on that thing.
Do you think it'd be easier for you to find or even retain a woman with a larger penis like Drake?
Yes. I think that probably would have positively impacted my experience in several past situations if I had that going for me, yeah. For sure.
Yeah, me too. Okay, remember boys, we're not going to do that part where we talk about fuck Jesus Christ.